Almost everybody has a favorite candy or cookie. Here are the top 10 myths of famous treats you need to stop believing. Number 10. Oreos are 100% vegan. In 2017, Oreos were the top-selling cookie brand in the United States with $710 million in sales. Some vegans were excited to learn that the popular Oreo cookie is vegan. However, these rumors were not true. As explained on the UK's official Oreo website, they are unsuitable for vegans because they have milk as cross-contact. Cross-contact means the cookies or equipment used to produce them may have small amounts of milk on them. If you want a 100% vegan version of the Oreo, you may have to bake some homemade ones. It was also not until December 1997 that Oreos become vegetarian-friendly and declared kosher by the Orthodox Union. Nabisco did this because many major ice cream companies wanted to make products with real Oreos. Problem was, the creme filling contained lard, aka pork fat. Nabisco had to convert about 100 baking ovens that were nearly the length of a football field. Number 9. Eating cookie dough is deadly. If your grandparents have ever told you to stop eating the cookie dough or you'll get sick, they may have deprived you of the best part of baking. Despite popular belief, eating cookie dough with raw eggs in them will not kill you. Raw eggs can be just as nutritious as cooked eggs, although there is a small risk of salmonella poisoning, the chances are very low. One study found only 1 out of every 30,000 eggs produced in the United States is contaminated with salmonella. Contamination has also been significantly lower since the 1990s due to improved technologies in egg processing. If you are one of the rare unlucky people, you may get diarrhea, but the cookie dough won't kill you. Number 8. Gum stays in your stomach for 7 years. Despite what you may have heard from your parents or teachers, gum will not get stuck to your stomach for 7 years. Your body may not break it down, but it will come out the other end. It's flexible enough to pass through your digestive tract and unlikely to obstruct your intestine as large food items can. Companies like Wrigley have been manufacturing gums since the 1890s. To attract consumers in 1907, Wrigley advertised gum as more of a medicine than candy by saying it soothes nervous stomachs and stressed-out minds. Recent studies have shown that chewing sugar-free gum can increase teeth health, reduce cavities, relieve stress, and boost memory. In 1999, a study estimated the world market for gum at 560,000 tons per year, or about 374 billion pieces were sold every year. So not only will you pass gum if you swallow it, but it could also help you with other health issues. Number 7. Twinkies last forever. Despite the belief Twinkies will outlast humans in an apocalypse or be our main food source as we attempt to survive one, they do expire. Hostess says their product remains fresh for 25 days in a cool location. Not only do Twinkies expire, but they almost became extinct when Hostess filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in November 2012. Luckily, the production of Twinkies started again after 8 months. So, how did the rumors start? The most likely source that Twinkies will survive an apocalypse is from an old Family Guy episode. Additionally, they contain no dairy or eggs and are sealed in cellophane, so they could last longer without looking rotten. Number 6. You will explode drinking soda with Pop Rocks. Combine a fizzy drink with crackling Pop Rocks, and it does sound like you could explode. However, all you'll get is a lot of gas. There's a long-time rumor that Little Mikey in the Life cereal commercials from the 1970s and 1980s died from an exploding stomach. While there is uncertainty on how this rumor started, we know that Little Mikey survived his childhood and still enjoys Life cereal today. Pop Rocks get their popping sensation from pressurized carbon dioxide when you mix them with carbonated soda. To see this buildup in gas, use a bottle of soda, Pop Rocks, and a balloon. Put the soda and candy in the balloon and see the gas inflated as it builds up. Imagine replacing your stomach with a balloon, and all you'll get is a big burp. While you won't die, a lot of gas can prove to be painful. Number 5. The hole in Lifesavers saves lives. There is a myth around the origin of the candy Lifesavers and why their inventor, Clarence Crane, decided to put a hole in them. The story goes that his daughter died choking on a mint, so he created a mint with a hole in it so that it's safer. Thinking that the hole prevents you from choking. Not true, he created the mint with a hole in it to look unique. Crane, from Cleveland, Ohio, was a chocolate maker who wanted a product that didn't melt in the summer. He decided to punch a hole in them so the candies would stand out from the European mints at the time. Crane called them lifesavers because they looked like mini life preservers. Number 4. White chocolate isn't chocolate. Someone may have told you that you aren't eating real chocolate when you have white chocolate. While this has some technical truths in it, there is a myth around the claim. White chocolate may not contain any cacao nibs like milk chocolate and dark chocolate, but it contains cocoa butter. A cocoa bean contains approximately equal amounts of cocoa butter and cacao nibs. According to European and American regulations, white chocolate must contain at least 20% of cocoa butter to qualify as chocolate. Number 3. Candy canes were a Christian symbol. They are shaped like a J to represent Jesus' name and handed out during Christmas around his birthday, so it must be a Christian symbol. Right. A common story that spreads this myth is that a candy maker in Indiana invented the candy cane to include the following Christian symbols: pure white candy to represent the virgin birth, hard candy symbolizing the solid, firm foundation of the church. The J shape represents Jesus and the staff of the Good Shepherd, red stripes for the blood shed by Jesus on the cross. The first inventions of hard candy sticks came during the 17th century, long before Indiana became America's 19th state in 1816. Introduction of the candy cane to Christmas in America is often associated with a German immigrant in Ohio, Augustin Gard. Number 2. Sugar-free candy is harmless to teeth. Sugar-free means healthier, so healthier must mean harmless to your teeth. It's not that simple. Sugar-free candy is still sweetened using artificial sweeteners, and some of these are harmful. Any fruit-flavored product, especially ones with citric acid, can cause tooth erosion. Also, chewy candies without sugar, such as caramels and lollipops, can leave residue between the teeth. Sugar doesn't cause cavities. The bacteria feasting on residues left between your teeth are what erodes the enamel and creates cavities. So, despite popular belief, sugar-free candy can still be a culprit for your teeth. Number 1. Fortune cookies are from China. Since we get fortune cookies after eating at a Chinese restaurant, they must be from China, right? Not true. Fortune cookies aren't part of Chinese culture at all. Japanese Americans invented this vanilla-flavored cookie in California. The concept of placing a fortune in a cookie originated in Kyoto, Japan, in the 1870s. Confectionery shops in Kyoto had crackers called Suzura Senbei, or fortune crackers shaped similar to the fortune cookies we are familiar with today. Fortune cookies most likely came to the United States with Japanese immigrants between the 1880s and early 1900s. Los Angeles and San Francisco were the two cities that invented the vanilla and butter-flavored version of fortune cookies. But how did they end up in Chinese restaurants? Japanese people started opening Chinese restaurants at the beginning of the 20th century because Americans didn't like raw fish. When the US sent Japanese Americans to internment camps, and their businesses closed during World War II, Chinese Americans took over the production of fortune cookies, so there you have it. Also, the Wonton Foods fortune cookie factory in Queens, New York, makes 4 million cookies every day, and this is only from one factory in the US. If you liked the video, share it with your friends. And please like and subscribe. Thanks.